What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the BodFathers podcast. I'm your host, Rafa.
I'm your co-host, Berta.
We're back.
We're back.
After a long absence, we're finally got a chance to get together and spend some quality broski time today.
Yeah.
We supposed to have a guys' night, but I guess
Vegas crew.
I guess everyone has a life.
I know. We showed up.
Yeah.
We were there.
We had a ball.
Yeah. I think this guy won 3 of the 4 matches, but no one's keeping score, right?
I mean, I kind of
even if I wanted to, you'd let me because you'd let me take a picture of the scores. But
yeah, that last one I won.
That's a good game. Yeah,
pretty fair and square.
You did good.
I told they need like 12 games to warm up.
Yeah, I guess. And to be fair, you were using the bowling ball that was there, and you can tell the difference because I had my brother's old bowling ball that was actually symmetrical and everything.
Yeah, it was actually really fun though.
Yeah,
I haven't bowled in a while.
Yeah, and it was a good way to get the day started before we recorded.
Yeah.
Today's episode. Yeah, long absence, man. Busy.
Yeah, we've been busy. Just everything with work and life and girls starting school and getting ready for this baby to come. Just been busy.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Yeah. So, anyways, why don't we start with that? With
why have we been absent, right?
Yeah.
I guess we owe it to the audience. Why the heck these guys been? Well, we can talk about it.
I've been getting some messages like, "Hey, what the heck?" And we could talk about my Instagram getting hacked.
Let's start with that.
Oh man, that was terrible, man. So yeah, those of you who don't know, but my Instagram recently got hacked. What was it, like 3 weeks ago? Maybe some Nigerian prince. I don't know.
I thought you were the Nigerian prince.
I guess. And yeah, so do not deposit money to that person.
Or click on any links.
Any links, because your shit might get hacked. Most likely it will. I don't understand how it got me, because I didn't click on no links. But anyways, that's that. I had to make a new Instagram, so.
Yeah, no, I thought it was funny because I keep, because you know how I always send you like reels and you send them back to me, but I was sending you reels and I was sending it to your old account.
Yeah. And they kept liking them and stuff. You guys were having good conversations.
Yeah, it's like I was like, oh, and then I never came to realize it wasn't even his account.
Yeah, anymore at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. It happens that a lot of people actually, believe it or not. Like, there's a lot of people that get hacked, and you see them like posting all that crap. It's just a bunch of low lives that have nothing else to do. Yeah. Maybe your password's too easy to solve. What'd you put? I love Berto?
69.
60, yeah, it's the 69. They figured it out. But we got a new Instagram, so
yeah, I guess it's just gonna take a while.
You had a lot of pictures on there.
A lot of pictures.
Throwback. Back in the day. But speaking about back in the day, I brought out some old merch.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the old merch? So if everyone didn't see,
Yeah, that's when I had my little personal training gig going on.
Personal training, I was the first client.
Got one of the first ones.
Yeah, got the hookup. Still fits. Doesn't fit me like it used to.
Is that a schmedium?
It might be a schmedium. It might be a McLarge. Who knows?
So I don't know. Maybe down the road I'll start rocking mine again.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, it's merch, But back in the day, we used to really be into working out. Didn't we talk?
Yeah,
about
dude. I was talking to my wife, and she's like, "Dude, that's why." I was just obsessed with it.
Yeah,
I had 3 different gym memberships at one time.
And I know.
Sometimes when you were in Fresno State, I would go work out with you over there.
Yeah,
too. I was just that.
And you used to pay like the $20 per day fee. I was like, you crazy. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't go all the time though.
Yeah. But still, like, I mean, for me at least, when I was in college, I was like, that's a lot of money just to work out one time.
I mean, I was working at the time.
Yeah, that too. See, I was working, but not like that. And you had your full-time job, and then working out, and then doing the gym membership and all that. But yeah, no, it used to fit me backwards. It used to be really tight on the shoulders and loose on the stomach, but now it's opposite. Tight on the stomach and loose on the shoulders. But
that's funny. Yeah, I mean, you were in school, and speaking about school, I mean, we just recently our little girl started school, and that's another big step that they started in their little lives and stuff. And so Do you want to talk a little bit about where Abby's going?
Yeah, Abby's going to the little it's called TK, right? It's not preschool, it's not kindergarten, it's like a transitional. So she she enjoys it a lot. She made a lot of friends. She really, I mean, she before she started going to school, she said she wanted to go to school, and now that she's going to school, she loves going to school. Um, I'm glad that she likes it. She made a lot of friends. And, it's another boy, but we'll address that. I'm just kidding. But yeah, she looks forward. I mean, she even has her fun Fridays where they get a. She always talks about it like Fridays. She gets to go into a little treasure box. So they do get all week. They get to go. She looks forward to it. And now she has a little routine. They do good every day in school, they give her a little sticker to take home. And now she puts the sticker on the side of her car seat. Like,
Oh,
yeah, there's only one. She's only had one bad day so far when she didn't
it's
want to
like
listen.
it's like she's racking up points.
I guess, yeah, that's good. And then she is learning a lot. Like, she's it's crazy from what she started to where she is now. She's like communicating more. She's like, Dad, can I tell you about my school? And I'm like, oh, like, caught me off guard. Like, I didn't expect it for her to pick it up so fast. But I guess if you're in a learning environment, you start learning more. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
But yeah, she's enjoying it. She's having a lot of fun with it. So I'm sure Oli is too, right?
yeah, Olivia. Yeah, she's actually going to your old school.
Well,
Yeah, and yeah, she same grade, TK, and she absolutely loves it, and she loves to talk about her teacher and her classmates, and she just has a lot of fun. She loves recess.
yeah,
More than she's
me
just a
too.
social butterfly. That's the thing,
Yeah.
and she's I guess she's very funny. And but yeah, and I'll ask her like, hey, how was your day and stuff, and she'll show me like what or like her activities that she brings home, and like every week
Yeah.
they'll have a library day now. So and like every week she'll bring home a new book that I'll read her every night before bed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Mm.
and we look forward to that. And she's even when since she was little, we had her kind of like on a little routine. So I mean, she doesn't really have trouble waking up early and stuff. And
Yeah, that's the difference for Abby. She's not used to waking up early. I mean, she's always been like that, but they kind of created a great routine for both kids now to fall asleep. It's awesome.
yeah, because I feel like now that they're in school, they need to get
Mm-hmm.
their sleep. That's very very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, so Abby goes to bed pretty early, and I kind of enjoy that because it helps me like get to bed early too. 'Cause-
Yeah, I mean, helps you and your wife wind down
yeah,
together because you guys need that alone time as well.
yeah, and even Mateo, like, since everyone else goes to bed early, he goes to bed early. So, but they've been waking up earlier too. It's
I mean,
kind
it happens like for example, my wife and early wake up early because they have a bit of a commute. I
yeah,
mean, their school's like 20, 25 minutes away
yeah,
from the house, and I mean, the reason we decided because it's just very convenient for both of us since we both work.
hmm
And then my mother-in-law does us a solid and picks her up, and I'll grab her after work, which is fine. And then she'll see Olivia actually will see her mom and stuff, and your mom will say hi to her, and
yeah,
she's like, yeah, she doesn't know who I am, and like, oh, that's Abby's grandma.
yeah,
So that's funny. I mean, I heard just nothing but good things about that school, so that's why I was pretty comfortable sending her there.
yeah. I went there. It's a good school, and I know your wife went there too. It's just, we'll see if we can get happy there eventually. I don't know. Still
Car-
talking about the wife.
carpool.
Carpool, right? Take turns. But yeah, it was a good school. I love I had a really good when I was a kid. I had nothing to anything bad just that happened there when I was a kid. So it was a little country school out in the middle of nowhere, and it's a good school, and a lot of memories there.
Yeah, like my cousins went there as well,
Hmm
and they're like, yeah, dude, it's a really good school. And then I guess, but the youngest one out of my pretty much they moved into town. I think when the youngest one was in junior high, and I was like, yeah, we're taking a math class, and they're like, dude, like, he's like, I learned this stuff like last year. So yeah, so he was pretty much ahead,
Yeah,
so to speak. So and
yeah,
and me growing up, I actually went to a little country school as well, Kings River Hardwick in Hanford up at 43. And yeah, same thing. Like good little country school, kindergarten through 8th grade, and great school, great reputation.
Yeah. You just want the best for them too. If you know they're getting good quality education, that's all that matters. And I mean, obviously, you're not going to put them when you have the opportunity to put them in a better location. You should. I think that's good, but um, that's crazy. Who would have thought? I mean, it's 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 a close community too. That's what I like about it, and I think that's
Yeah.
what teaches kids nowadays. Like when it gets, not saying big city schools are bad, but all I'm saying is, I mean, if you have a closer family oriented like environment, it's gonna create a better safe space for all your kids. So that's kind of the cool thing
Yeah.
about going to a smaller school sometimes. Then can't go wrong there. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
I used to love nap time. When I was in kindergarten, I used to take nap time all the time.
I would take that in high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and then it's crazy like how our kids are now going to school. I feel like we just finished school not too long ago.
I know. I mean, I still feel pretty young.
Right? But I mean, it's natural. I mean, wait until we have to like. I guess what we have to look forward to is when they actually have homework and we have to help them with it. You're like, I don't know how to do
What the
that.
hell is this?
Algebra? No, I was good at math.
Algebra is like,
I'm not gonna help her with her essays. That's where I struggle with.
and I'm the opposite. I was pretty good with
Writing.
creative writing and English and stuff, and math was always a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, I'm a numbers guy.
Not me.
Really good. Remember, you used to go around the school and you had to do like the flashcards and compete against everyone if you go around the world, you win or something like that. You guys never did that?
No, we had something. I don't know. It was called a time drill. It had like 100,
Yeah, we did that too.
yeah, we did that.
I was so good at that.
I was okay, but like once we got into like division stuff, I was like, hold on, motherfucker, hold on.
Don't time me. Just give me enough time.
Like I guess my oldest brother for like a long time, he kind of had like the record. He did like 100 problems and got like 100%, and it was like in like a minute or less.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but he's pretty good at math as well.
Yeah, I've always been. That was my subject.
And then like it's like not to discourage anyone. Like kids are gonna find their their niche, like what they're good at. Some kids are good at math. Some kids are good at English. Some kids are good at science. And I mean, it's good to learn both. I mean, now that I'm older, like I'm kind of getting more into like history and stuff.
I've always liked history. Even it's funny because I took a history class, just like general ed, when I was going to state, and I just found some of that stuff interesting. And what the thing about history is, like, it depends what perspective you're reading the history. Like, everyone has a different perspective on history.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird to hear both sides because sometimes your side or perspective versus reality, like how the world's out and how the United States out.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends. It depends where you learn or where you get your your history,
your information.
Yeah, your information from and what you want to believe.
Yeah, because like what you might think was right, like is not always right. Yeah. And then that's why.
Yeah, we're back, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're still on the subject of school.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Rusk if you did any extracurricular activities.
Yeah, I mean, throughout elementary school, I mean, I did a little bit of sports. I did every sport because you know how in elementary you play every sport. They have like a season, like a shorter season.
Yeah. So we're gonna start. It's football or flag football for boys, right?
Yeah, flag football.
And then for girls, volleyball. And then the fall sports were soccer, fall winter sports.
It was basketball first, I think.
No.
Wasn't it basketball?
It was soccer, then basketball, and then spring baseball.
Really?
And track, for us at least.
Track, baseball, track, yeah. Was it track before baseball? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It was weird because like I would be playing in Little League or be playing in like for the city, and play All Stars would also play at the school, and you'd play the people that are like in your All Star team too. It was like super. I used to get super competitive when it came to that, like playing people I knew, because I was like, oh heck no. So, but and then I did other stuff. I mean, I did band. I went to Math Super Bowl. That was fun.
Yeah, I did band 1 year, and then I played soccer 1 year as well, my 8th grade year. Yeah, we actually did decent.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, no, we were good at soccer too. um, we used to play the Christian school, and we were horrible at soccer. It'd be like, but they would be really good at football. So it was a trade off.
Yeah.
Basketball was never very good. I was just shoot like 3 pointers all the time. That's all I did. I don't know to play basketball, but um, and then track. I was pretty quick. I was quick, so it was cool getting all those like little ribbons because I used to do like the long jump, the 400 meter, the sprint, the 100 meter dash, 100 yard dash, whatever it's
And
called.
like when we were little, we would do like this, like first through third grade, they would do like a little track meet too
Oh, really?
at one school. Yeah, I remember when I was in like the first, second, and third. I mean, it was called the Pee Wee track meet, and then it was like the very end. Like all the schools got together and did like the relay,
Oh, really?
and then like all 3 years, like we took first, and then what I think was I was in first, third grade. I think I got to participate in the relay, and we almost lost. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, we won both the years I ran in.
Yeah, and I think school teaches you a lot about learning. I think school has changed. It's a lot different from when we went, but
I know. I'm saying like when my little brother was in eighth grade. Oh no, that's when he was already a freshman in high school.
mhm,
They started doing their work like online. I'm like, what the hell? They
yeah,
use iPads now. I'm like, oh.
yeah. And then, shoot, I used to get excited about going to computer lab. Back then, there were like these huge things, and it was fun. Like you could play games, and now that's all they. I feel like that's what they use. I mean, I guess the times have changed, but
Yeah, I
like
feel like that's good and bad.
good
You
and
know?
bad because everyone needs to learn technology, so it's good to teach them that piece. But I think there's value added to be taught something by a person. I think you can't always just learn everything off the screen. I mean, some people do, but I'm so like I don't know how you learn, but the way I learn is like you show me and I'll learn it. If you tell me, I won't. You have to show me. That's
Yeah,
how I
I'm
learn.
more of a visual kind of hands-on person as
Yeah,
well.
and if you tell me, I think I can grasp it. But if you show me, I'll figure it out from there. It's just people learn differently. I guess everyone's used to. I mean, we're in the era where everyone looks at a screen now, but
Yeah, I mean, like look at YouTube. Like, you can literally find a tutorial to do anything.
yeah, I've done a lot of that. I guess there's no more like figuring out because like back before, like people had to figure it out
Yeah, like for example, like you say how you study different. Like when I was like in like sixth or seventh grade, like one of my teachers like, dude, like you guys have the access,
to the internet.
to the internet.
Hmm.
And like me, when I was like doing like reports or essays
Uh-huh.
or papers and stuff, I had to go to a library and skim through books and look at that. And I was like,
Yeah,
you fucking fossil.
yeah. Like it's weird because like the internet was just being created when we were in school, so like now you just Google everything, and that's what's scary. Like today's doctors probably Googled. I mean, I don't think so, but it's hard not to believe when it's that easy to do it. Like the Google the answer, like Google it real quick. Like how long you're gonna like I don't know. It's crazy to me and mind boggling. But I do use that I always tell Sam it's like babe, like you have the most powerful computer in your hand right now. Why don't you just Google it? Like because it is. It's that easy now. Like it's crazy how we are the product of what we use, but um because that's why it's free. Like they just gather information about what you look at, what a middle age or 30-year-olds are looking at. I guess you
Middle age.
can
The
say. Dude, I used to think like I used to joke around with my boss when I was younger in my early 20s. It's like he's like, oh, like she was like, what do they look like? Is it like it's a customer or just an employee? It's like, oh, they or like someone we're interviewing, like, oh, they look a little bit older. It's like what do you mean older? And like, yeah, they're probably like 30. And I'm like, now that I think about that, I was like, damn, I was like saying older was 30 and now we're 30 now. So basically like that was really wrong for me to say that. But a little off topic. But going back to that, like it's crazy how like kids are learning nowadays with the different technologies available. So I mean it's out there and it's good for them. Hopefully it just gets used in the right way.
and it was crazy with all this. And when was it 2020 when they had to learn from home, and then like parents that didn't have access to Wi-Fi or stuff like that. I mean, that was extremely hard for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming more and more common to have Wi-Fi, but it gets hard when you don't have it. And I mean, I know a lot of schools invested in technology and rent it out. I know like everyone rents out a laptop now from school.
Yeah.
The thing about technology, like, gets outdated so quick, so quick.
You have to
Keep
upgrade.
up, and
Yeah,
it's just,
upgrade.
it's crazy to me how like I mean, if you look at like Apple, like they set the standard for, they just bring out a new phone every year, and it's better, it's better, it's better.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, but it's just better. It's If it's not the camera that's better, it's the speed, and if it's not the speed, it's the memory. If it's not the memory, it's the size. Like more Apple iPhone 14, 14, and that's how technology is. Like it's never stopping because I mean that's kind of the world we're in. Like it's not gonna stop going, which is crazy. Like where's the limit? You know, that's crazy. Like now that we're going down this rabbit hole, it's like it's crazy how our kids are learning so differently from how we learned, and it's not. It's only like 20 years ago or 25 years ago.
And it sucks because in a sense they're gonna rely a lot on that stuff.
Yeah, and then like what happened to good old fashioned like learning to do stuff, which is better to be resourceful.
Like for example, dude, like we had to carry all like our textbooks through fucking.
Check them out.
Yeah, dude, like like we had thick ass textbooks in school. And that's a reason for a lot of kids had scoliosis. And then that's I think whoever invented the backpack with wheels on it, like they hit the jackpot, dude.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah,
it wasn't popular.
They were very popular. I remember I wanted one so bad, and my parents were like, "No, they're too expensive."
Yeah, they were expensive.
Carry your damn books, you fucking donkey.
Yeah, no, it's just crazy. Now their textbooks in their laptop, and they have to read it. But I don't know. It's just it's different. Hopefully, it's better. It teaches them to be more resourceful, but at the same time, not be so dependent. Because then if you rely on the internet and learning how to change a light bulb, you might be in trouble. That's what we're making it so easy to be. I don't know. I don't want to sound so opinionated right now, but like you can make it so easy to be lazy about things.
Yeah, for example, Amazon.
Yeah, just click
Amazon,
and buy.
or like even Walmart do, like they do deliveries for the groceries.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go to the store,
they'll deliver to you.
Costco.
And you think about it, like the exchange of service for time. I mean, it's not that expensive either. And obviously, they have great systems in place for them to be able to carry that and still make a profit off of it.
Yeah.
Because, like a lot of companies, and they make their money. Like one of the biggest, like Costco, they make the most money on a membership, not even on the stuff they sell in the margins. But like it's crazy just paying for a membership to have access to something that's their product. They make a lot of money off that, and I guess if anything that kids need to learn, because I think school needs to transform, because like how do I say this? Like you don't really need to have a calculus or you take a calculus class to be super successful in this world nowadays, right?
Yeah.
You just have to learn how to be resourceful.
More than anything, because I feel like, and I've heard it on other podcasts, like I mean, like the school format. I mean, school teaches you how to be an employee.
Yeah. Not like someone that's self-employed or self. Like they don't teach very many leaders. Like there's like if you think about what this world needs, and I get it, like not everyone can be in charge, but anyone can be in charge of themselves, right? And I think that's what or how you can get out of just being, how do I say this? Like without being, get out of the norm of you just go to school, you get a good job, and that's it. No, yeah, routines. Like you don't want to make it very basic. Like you want to give them the tools, and if they want it, they can embrace it to go further. But just teaching them a basic curriculum, just to say you're giving them an education, it's not always the best thing for everyone because not everyone's the same too.
Yeah, and like I said, not everyone can learn like in a school setting.
Yeah, some people might be successful. They might not know jack shit on how to spell something. Like I don't know. I'm not the greatest person to write an essay or but I can walk you through on how to do things that don't require for me to write you a 12-page thesis on the idea. I can just tell you. Like I'm better at telling you about something or explaining it to you than actually writing it down because everyone works that
in
way.
School you would have to
gather your thoughts and explain yourself.
Explain it and like in detail and like in no less than like a certain amount of paragraphs and stuff. And I'm like, fuck, I could do this shit in like 2 sentences.
Yeah, and it teach. I think like in the other way too. Like sometimes you have to write a 10-page essay on this item. Well, if I only know 5 pages, like it's just gonna teach me to fluff. When in real life, no one wants to hear the fluff. Like, why do you need it that long? Okay, just get to the point. If you can explain yourself within 3, right? Learn how to be efficient instead of being someone that's just trying to fill the gap.
And more that, dude. Like, yeah, I think like being efficient is such an important thing because right now how this world is, like, you need to be kind of efficient as you can because there's only 24 hours in a day, and then you sleep 8 of those hours.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like English is important. You should know how to write a sentence or write an email or like write an agreement, or if you have to write an explanation. I mean, there's a lot of HR situations where you have to be very thorough and detailed.
And how, that's the thing that's a pet peeve of mine is like punctuations or the right words, like like there.
For me, no, it's more just like as long as it's like punctuation, like as long as you start your because like you see it, like it's noticeable when someone like either doesn't understand or just being lazy or doesn't want to be thorough, and that's what you really need to teach people. And I guess that those are the morals you do learn. Like you have to be thorough with your work to be good and get good grades, but I think we just got to do a better job with explaining the whys behind why they had to do it, or not just saying, "Here, this is your homework to get it done because you're supposed to know this." Like kids don't understand that, and I mean, hopefully, we don't get canceled by all the teachers for this episode. But I don't want to teach our kid. But like, I just think it's just like everything else that's changed in the world, like that. The system has to change too, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, not necessarily change, but everything's evolving.
Yeah, and they got to adapt to. Back then, you just learn how to do basic math. I mean, I guess algebra was like high school. Now it's like the first thing you learn, or you learn that in 8th grade or 7th grade now.
Like pre-algebra.
Yeah, and
yeah, like for example, like my dad, I think he only just go up to like the 4th or 5th grade, and he's really good at math.
Yeah, nothing my dad. Like he can do a math. Like sometimes I get skunked and I just get like, and he just figures it. He never like misses an equation. I'm like it's crazy. Like he can always tell you. Like I think I'm good at numbers, but my dad can probably walk numbers around me.
Yeah,
you can walk numbers around. He can walk circles around me, and math and numbers and figuring out things. And yeah, no, he's always been good at that. It's crazy. And he freaking didn't even finish school. Like that's the thing. Like, and look how successful they've been. I mean, they're hard workers. Don't get me wrong, but imagine if they did have the right tools or that education. Like, what more value added they can be. They're already like bosses and wherever they're at. So it's crazy how much more they could have been if they got the right school.
But yeah, but that's the thing too. It's not necessarily over there. Well, yeah, I mean, where they're from, and they pretty much did it for like survival.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, over there it's to survive, not to get a further education. Make like you just want to make it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like my dad was very good at math, and like when I was in school, like I would do long division or. He's like, "Why are you carrying numbers in here? Why are you writing on this? Just carry it in your head." He was like he would do some questions. I was like, "No, dude, you don't understand. I have to show my work. Otherwise, you're gonna think
show your work."
He's like, "That's stupid." He's like, "It's making you guys like pretty much saying that it's that they're making us lazy." And I'm like, "No, dude, I have to show my work."
Like, yeah, they didn't see what you did wrong or where you like show your thoughts. And I guess it's hard to explain that, but I always tell them like, what humbles me is when I was a kid and we went to my dad like old when he grew up. It was a little like ranch in the middle of the hills and the mountains, like in Mexico. And it was like a little place. And I was like, I think about like how far he's came, and like it's always motivated me. So I think that's kind of like helped me get through school and made me like work hard and stay consistent. More than anything, stay consistent. Like I didn't always work hard, but I know I need to be consistent and make sure I took care of my shit to make sure I.
And that's good too, because the thing is, I think the mistake, not necessarily a mistake, but the opportunity that me and my family got, I started making really good money at a very, very young age. Mm-hmm. So to me, school wasn't so much a priority because I already got hooked on the money.
Yeah. All right. We're back.
Again.
See, this is what happens when we take long breaks in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're back. But going by based off of what we were saying last time, I was going into the, rabbit hole of saying, financial education is kind of one of the most important things that no one gets taught. I think other celebrities have always talked about it, but it's so hard to get that, like, that big idea getting into to every, how do I explain it? Like getting down to every school to teach that curriculum because it's so new. So it's hard to change a system that's so used to doing things how they always have. Yeah, like this is how I was taught. I'm gonna teach it that way, and it's crazy to see how a little bit of change can make a big impact. But I think we'll see how our daughter's financial education goes.
I hope well.
Yeah. Well, by the time they get to college, it's going to be costing them like $1 million just to get a degree. At this rate, we'll see what happens. Start saving now, sell the house, sell everything.
So you'd be, hey, I want to change my major. Oh man.
Yeah, no, you're going with one major. That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah, like my wife.
Women's studies.
Like my wife, when she got into like the dental program, that was like I think like an 18-month program, and I think she did take a loan, but like she paid it like
Yeah. No, hey, I took it pretty big.
You're still paying it off?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
We'll see.
Well, I dropped out of school, so
yeah. You don't have that. I do. But we'll see what the girls are gonna do. I mean, not them.
And Sebastian.
See
what he does.
We'll see what they do. Hopefully, they take the right route and they. I'm not saying they have to be straight A students, but que le echen ganas, Ganas goes a long way. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, well, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
For this time.
Cheers. Let's see.
Cheers. We'll see y'all later because we got to go watch the Nacional.
Yeah.
So catch me after October 30th.